Good morning. We're live.
Good morning, everyone. It's 6 o'clock on the 25th of February.
Oh, wow.
We're all over the place today. Dr. Kiltz is in Arizona, Alias in Colombia, I'm in Florida, and Annie is in Mexico.
Yay! We are happy to be here all together. That's
beautiful.
great.
All over the globe. We're all here together sharing wisdom of healing and helping all of us that are suffering.
Exactly.
So many suffering.
Put your comments in the chat, please. QQQ questions for Annie. Comments, hashtag KMT for a chance to win. What today?
Kiltz Health, Kiltz My Tribe t-shirt.
All righty. And today we have Annie Alfaro, a licensed nutritionist and the visionary behind Adaptogens. We're going to be talking about several things today.
Mm-hmm.
And she's bright eye and bushy tail in Mexico. And Dr. Kiltz, it doesn't matter the time, he's just full of energy naturally. So
yeah. I'm on all the adaptogens and the peptides and but mostly I'm on God's wisdom and words every day.
That's great.
Do you have any announcements, Alia?
Today, so we have the on-demand course for the Kiltz Health Coaching Certification course. It's live in the Kiltz Mighty Tribe, and Dr. Nelson is doing the first call today at 3 o'clock. So sign up today. There you go.
And
Q&A's only for the one. Well, everybody's invited, but Q&A today is going to be only about the course. Okay.
Okay.
All the other questions we can deal with that on Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And I'm announcing with plans are ongoing, but I had a meeting a little bit with Lois, and on the 12th of April at 6 o'clock, we're doing some sort of meetup in Queens, New York.
Fun.
Okay, so
Great.
Let us know if anyone is interested. And I'm going to talk to you, Ali, afterwards.
Yep.
All right, let's take the time with Annie. Annie, why don't you introduce yourself? Let us know what you do, how you eat, what has improved, and what has improved with your clients.
Perfect. Thank you guys for being together here today. Well, for me, it's a very happy hour because you can leave us the time and the time to be here with everybody to share some health. I meet you guys in a lot of courses that we were together that we're talking about metabolic health. So what I do in Mexico is that since like 16 years ago, I used to be helping people about the way they eat, about the way they think, about the way they feel. I am a very visionary person that believes that health can be better. That's for sure. But that we are missing a very little part of our life that they are very important. I mean, people is like very worried about big things, but they are missing the little parts of the puzzles that they make the cellular to be well. Actually, the theme for today that we are going to share, it's called cellular resilience. I think it's a very good topic because I heard Dr. Kiltz yesterday that he was talking about the gut, and he was talking about how the gut is involved in everything issues health. But he says at the end, we need to know how the gut gets bad or how the gut gets sick. So I think the gut doesn't get sick just for food. I mean, it gets sick everything also for thoughts, for thinking, for way of living, for smoke, for electrosmog also, that is a very good topic. Is also sick for the absence of light. That is very important. It's another theme that is very important. So today I would like to talk about a little bit of that. What is a cellular resilience that I want everybody to hear today, to understand that we have the possibility to heal every single day. So it's just the modern life today, the modern style of life that make us sick. I think we are like everybody's worried about social media, is worried about eating processed food, is worried about be disconnected to God. That is a very good thing that we are talking about a little bit also. Why is this important? I think just it's simple to be recovered every day, but we don't let the body to do it. We eat a lot of times a day, or people eat a lot of times a day. I used to do a lot of fasting, and is one of the most important things, I think, for the human being. We are not we were not made for eating every hour or every 2 hours. We have to stop eating. We have to leave the body to recovery also at night is very important. I have been studying a lot about fasting and light since a lot of years ago. So I'm a believer that we have to eat in the morning and stop eating at night, because the body recovers at night. And that's one of the first issue that is making people sick. And this has to be with insulin resistant. It has to be with leptin resistant. It's a very great theme also. It has to be with hormonal issues, a lot of hormonal issues. It has to be with mental issues also. Because if you don't recover your body at night, that is the time where the body used to recover it naturally, then you stop everything the next day. And you're going to be very disgusted since if you don't do that. I also believe that food is important. The food we eat, of course, is important. I used to have ketovore carnivore nutrition, as I told you the last time that we were together. I love meat, of course. I love every kind of animal meat. I used to eat more red meat than other, and a lot of butter. I used to make just 1 or 2 meals a day. And I do this since a lot of time ago. And I want to share something with you, because this is what I want for my patients also. I want my patients to be better every day. It doesn't matter, they are bigger and they are more age in the as old. They're more old. But I want to share something. I make my InBody. I don't know if you know what is an InBody. This like paper when tell you the body mass and the muscles and the fat and everything. It's a nutrition as like measures. Well, I made it a couple of days ago. I'm 45 years old. I'm gonna be 46 soon. And my InBody is much better now than 10 years ago. That is a great thing for me and for everybody, because when more fasting I'm doing, when more carnivore I'm eating, my body is better. I mean, that is great. So you can measure all that we think. I mean, that we say. So that for people that is listen to us, this is a very good thing also to know that you have to measures every year at least your analytics or your body composition, because this helps you to understand that what you are doing is good, so you can share good things. So that's what I do. I know that the body now is also like a little bit over stimulated. We have a dopamine in our brain every single day in a lot of production, and that is also making people sick, because everybody makes everything like in a very big way. So it's constant sugar, constant artificial light, and permanent anxiety that doesn't help the body. So I think this is a very good topic to talk about cellular resilience, how we recover that, how we put our foot in the steps in the earth. That's what we say in Mexico, that we have to be aware of what is making us sick. So I don't know what you think, guys, about this topic, and well, help me to talk about with the audience and help them to have a lot of tips. I have a lot of tips that I'm going to share with you, and then I'm going to talk about the adaptogens, because the adaptogens makes this better. So I want you to understand why I'm very I'm very interested in this topic, because that's what I do with my patients, and I see how they make that equilibrio, how they make the path better for everybody. So what do you think, guys?
I think if you have a question, put them in the chat, and we'll have her answer, or questions in general for Dr. Kiltz or me or Alia. That was all very good. Go ahead, Dr. Kiltz.
Anna, you're just really wonderful in your teachings and your support of people's health. What are your thoughts on things like prolonged fasting? Dr. Nelson did 22, I did 15, and I'm just wondering if it's one of the things that we're missing in our sort of tool bag of healing modalities, which is probably more instinctual and natural to our humanity than we are utilizing. Do you think there's value there? And if so, how is best for us to utilize that?
I didn't understand very good the first part of the question. Can you repeat it for me?
About fasting.
Fasting.
More than a day. I mean, I typically do one meal a day, and then I'll 2 to 3 a month and 5 to 7 quarterly.
Okay. I got it. Perfect. I am very interesting about people to learn that fasting, that you can do fasting every single day. I mean, why you can do fasting every single day? Because you have to recover every single day. So for me, it's a good way also to make some fastings longer, but for some period of time. What that means, I used to do fasting every day, but fasting about like 18, 20 hours. And then I used to do like for a month, every single month, like 2 or 3 days that resets myself like for complete. So I believe that is a good idea. It depends, of course, of the people, but at least every day you have to leave your body recover for 16, 18 hours. That's my thing. And in my practice, that's what I saw also in people. And I think there's a lot of bad things that people do in fasting also. I want to talk a little bit about it. And I'm not sure this is going to be a global rule, but it's a rule that I can tell you that helps my patients. So I tell them, if you want to make fasting like every single day, you have to understand that the body heals and recovery and have the nutrition during the day when the sun is up. The last studies I made, they point a lot in that is much important when you eat that what you eat. Imagine that. So that is gonna be like a bomb in these future days or future months, because people is trying, we are trying to make people understand that the time they eat is much better also than the way they eat. I mean, I'm not telling you to go and have a processed food during the day and you're going to be healthy. No, it's not that. But that you are going to be healthier if you eat during the day. So you can make fasting every single day. Stop eating like 4, 5 p.m. at most, and then start eating again at 9, 10 a.m. So you are doing a great fasting every day. You are leaving the body to recover, to heal and everything. I don't know if I
Yeah,
And
the answer.
I wonder if we've overemphasized more eating in our general lifestyles. You know, it's our habit: breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks in between, which you said it's more when you eat than what you eat. Because if you simply ate one time a day, and in some way, I wonder if it doesn't matter as much, but I always think when you start with the breakfast, then it gets like, okay, now I have the lunch and dinner. But if you just sort of get to the one meal at night, you're automatically fasting overnight through the day, and everyone's trying to lose weight. Is that
and it
what-
doesn't matter what diet you're on. You could be a vegan, vegetarian, whatever, but if you at least do restricted times that you're eating and not constantly having a snack here. A little bit over a year ago, I was working in an office, and a nurse practitioner was mentioning that her hemoglobin A1C was 5.9. She's pre-diabetic, but she had always something on her desk to eat, a cracker,
Yeah, that's not good.
and she's constantly munching on something. All right.
Well, that is a very bad idea to have like meals every day. Is a very bad idea. But the last research, Dr. Kiltz, I want to tell you this because I think it's important. I mean, the last research I made, and I was studying, and I'm talking about 2024, 2025, I mean, last year ago, it says that it's not the same to eat a big meal, a big, very good meat, eat and fat, and the way we eat. No, and we're talking about that we are trying to make people conscious to eat good. I mean, I'm not talking about processed food and everything, but if we eat good, wherever the way you eat, but it's fine, it's much better to eat during the day and have one meal at the beginning of the day when your body is gonna have everything to the nutrients, and it's gonna be better for your gut, and it's gonna be better for everything, that have just one meal at night. Because one meal at night for our physiology or our way that our body works, at night it's gonna be worse to have like a big meal at night, because you're gonna go to bed when you have to go to bed, like maybe 3 or 4 hours after you eat, because then you're not gonna make your digest.
Well, that's, I'm just curious. That's all.
Yes.
Because I've always, when I eat, I get tired. And the best time, I think, and I'm always curious about the research, but when you're resting, your blood flow is now going to the only system that continues to really, as an organ system, work, which is your gut. Your muscles are resting, your brain is resetting, and I just wonder. Again, I'm not very smart, I always said, but I eat, I get tired, I sleep, I rest. Blood flow to the gut. Now it's properly digesting, because there's not all this fight or flight or this work, because during the day, even if we're not moving, I'm sitting at an office desk, the brain is fight or flight, I think. What are your thoughts about sort of how our brain in our modern world,
Yes.
we used to just hunt and gather and eat and rest and.
Yes, I make a research in myself, and I used to measure also with the Whoop, with the Aura Ring, and some of their other things that I measure. And when I eat at night, I'm in myself. I don't know if it's for the 100% of the people, But well, the research maybe tell you something and helps you to have the path, the correct path in every person. Remember, every person is different, of course, and every person needs to be like aware of our own their own system. Then when I eat at night, like after 6 p.m. After 6 p.m., I'm not talking about eating at 8 or 9 or 10 when people sometimes eat very late. Well, after 6 p.m., my body heart frequency, heart frequency is high. The variability of frequency is low, so I don't recover that much, and my heart and my heartbeats are like more in a specific. That's what I was like thinking, like researching in myself. That's why when I stop eating at 3 o'clock, my body is my night is very flat. I mean, my rest is very good. And I tried to do that with some of my patients, and they have the same way to react from food at day and night. Then you are talking about the brain, and also I know fasting is very good for the brain. And if you do fasting, you are gonna be like very focused. You are gonna be like very be aware of everything that you do. I'm a great believer of that. But I don't think if you eat during the day good meals, of course, if you eat like 10 o'clock in the morning and you eat a big breakfast full of fruit or full of cereal or food of processed food, you're going to be brain dead. I mean, and you're not going to have the possibility to think, to work, and everything. You're going to be sleeping at the 3 hours after. You're going to be dead. But if you eat a good meal and you eat protein, fat, and some eggs or whatever in the morning, you are going to have the possibility to have your brain focus and your body with nutrients. That's what I think. That's what I think.
And I wonder again. I don't know the answer.
Yes, me neither. I'm talking about.
Yeah, and that's why I love the conversation with you.
Exactly.
You're really amazing. You have a lot of amazing experience. In our ancient past, we didn't have a refrigerator, a cupboard, or a market or a restaurant.
Exactly.
So I wonder if much of our day we were the hunters or gatherers, but plants in general were something we collected them, but we had to process them. So they weren't even available for, morning
immediate eating.
Right. Yeah. So, I just, again, my sense is
maybe 12.
Because this is where we're hearing, but that's why we get the N of 1. We get to experiment with ourselves. And I would say that, this is where each of us gets a chance to like experiment, because I think what we're all saying is there one way, or really there are infinite ways? And that's what we're all sharing more than anything.
Yes, I think every day is going to be different ways to act. I mean, and everybody's going to be different. And well, talking about with you guys helps me a lot to understand also some thoughts and different thoughts. And maybe if you want to eat one meal a day, I will recommend it, in my opinion, I will recommend it to do it maybe 2-3 o'clock. So you are going to be doing fasting during the morning. You are going to be brain full in the morning with ketones and everything. You're going to have all that stuff that we're talking about, but you are going to still eating when the sun is up. And if you eat 2-3 o'clock in the noon, and then if you leave your body rest for the rest of the afternoon and night, you are gonna have the possibility to recover. That's what I think about this conversation. Maybe it's a good idea for everybody to do that, or maybe you can have 2 meals, like 12 and maybe 4 o'clock or something like that. It depends, as you say, Dr. Kiltz. It depends of everybody. It depends of work of everybody. It depends of of the way of living of everybody, of course. So I don't know, maybe this is a good idea. It's a good idea to eat like at that time, and you are doing what you are doing, what you're telling, and what I'm telling. So you are gonna have full brain ketones in the morning, and you are gonna have nutrition at the day, and you are gonna recover at night. I think it's good. It's a good idea.
Adaptogens. Is that the word?
Yes, adaptogens is the word.
Okay. What's an adaptogen?
Well, if we talk about all these disorders, about eating, about cheap dopamine every day, about alcohol, about drugs, maybe drugs, insomnia, everybody that the body of the human being is experimenting during this time of life, we understand that our body has a disorder because of the way of life we live. I mean, even though if we eat very good, if we sleep, if we try to don't drink alcohol, if we make exercise and everything, we have some stress in life that we cannot like even touch. So sometimes the smoke, sometimes maybe it's one thing that you have and comes in your body, whatever. This stress harm our body. Then the adaptogens are some kinds of principal actives of plants or some mushrooms or some roots or some leaves. They are not plants by themselves, but they are the principal actives that has non the chemical or the bad effects in our body that could have one vegetable, but they are like concentrate in these principal actives, and they help the body to make resilience, to be resilient about the stress of life. So if you talk about them, it's a very good way of a very good biohack for our body to maintain our stress, every kind of stress, like in a very good mood or very good or very like equilibrate, or I don't know how to say equilibrado, equilibrate,
Balance.
Yes.
balance, the good balance, the way in balance. So that's what they do. I mean, the adaptogens works because we have a triangle. I don't know if you hear about the triangles, our systemic theory about the triangle of life. And everybody knows that people needs to have energy, intelligence, and organization in our body to function. I mean, we have to have like the three parts of our triangle in the same way and balance. When one part becomes different, then the body start to having the sickness. I'm gonna try to explain. If we have our part of the energy low, and how we low our energy in the body, if we don't sleep, if we don't eat good, if we don't have a good heart frequency, if we don't make exercise, that makes our mitochondria to harm or to be worse, to be sick. So if we have one part of that triangle in this balance or not in not balance, we are going to make our people to get sick. Now, the adaptogens work in that. They work to literally make the balance again in the body. So all these impact that we were talking about, that's the way the disease, that's why the disease becomes a disorder, because we don't make things good in our habits, in our simple habits. Then adaptogens work in a different paths or different ways in our body. They balance our hormones, they balance our immune system, they balance our neurological things, issues. They are like biological intelligence. They are being studied for a lot of years, and they are being useful like a medicine for the people before in the past, in the first peoples in the world. So all the point and the good point of the adaptogens is that they work in the mitochondrial energy. And that's the start of everything. I don't know. Maybe today my English was not so good.
Awesome.
You're great.
Is coffee or tea?
No, it's not even coffee or tea. That's not adaptogen.
It should
He
be.
was hoping though.
We're gonna relabel it.
Again, I'm only throwing out an idea that what are the adaptogens made from?
They are made for plants and roots and leaves and everything, but they are not the plants.
They're made from plants.
Yes, from
Okay, they're
the principal
extracted
actives of plants.
products of a plant, right?
And take away then the how do you say the anti-nutrients?
Well, right. But again, I'm just.
But they're made from plants. That's
Well,
where,
made from
where it
plants.
starts. Yeah.
But
Okay.
not just plants. They're plants, or they can be maybe some fruits, or they can be maybe mushrooms.
Right. Plants, algae, mold, yeast, microbes that are, but extracted. I don't know. It seems partly, and again, I'm only throwing this concept because, the dose makes the poison. Is that the phrase?
Yes.
Something like that.
Something like that. But how can I tell? Well, in Spanish, for me, it's a little bit difficult sometimes
Let's
to
throw it out in Spanish. We have DoctorNelson and Alia here.
That's true.
well, maybe I can do it in Spanish and you translate it, Dr. Nelson. How do you think? How do you think? That will be good.
Yeah,
What
it's good.
word
It's
are you
good,
looking
good.
for?
Well, les voy a platicar un poquito. Entonces, los adaptógenos, como tal, no son las plantas, los hongos o la fruta como tal. Son los principios activos, doctor. Los principios activos de estas, de las propiedades de sanación que tiene cada alimento. Y esos principios activos se extractan y entonces se hacen, obviamente pueden ser en capsulitas, pueden ser en líquido, pueden ser en lo que sea, y eso me entra al cuerpo para hacer una adaptación. Ellos no estimulan al cuerpo, no es como la cafeína que te la tomas y te estimula, ellos equilibran el cuerpo.
So basically, you extract the active principles from the plants, or non-animal, because that's where all these adaptogens come from.
Sí.
And so people, you haven't mentioned the word, but ginseng is considered an adaptogen, right?
Yes.
It's extracted from different varieties of, whether it's plants, leaves, roots, trees. And so you're extracting this principle. And like many medications, all medications pretty much started from plants.
Yes.
And were used in a specific way, the herbs. And so I think people, if adaptogen, ginseng is one of the oldest. And
Vitex, for example, the Vitex adaptogen is a very good adaptogen for hormonal issues. They help your body to restore hormones like female hormones, and it's great. And also, thank you, Dr. Nelson, because you tell us very good the translation.
You do amazing, Anna.
Yes, great. Thank you, guys. But
although sometimes people don't understand me either, so
Nelly doesn't understand you the most.
It was great. That's what I was
she's
trying
up.
Well, and also about the ginseng, about the rhodiola, about all those adaptogens. What I want to try to say is that they don't have like the worst part of the plants. I mean, I don't eat plants. I don't eat spinach and everything. No, I don't eat it because I know they have a lot of anti-nutrients, and that is not good for your gut. But I know some plants have some active principles that you can extract, and you can keep away the worst thing of the plant, and you can have a benefit of that. that Dr. Nelson says something very interesting about medicine. The base of medicine is made of this. Chemotherapy is made of this. The worst thing in medicine is that they put the chemical impact on in the human hand and then make the medicine to be worse for us. That's so if we take the good thing about medicine, well, the good thing about medicine can be some principal actives that can help us to heal. Also, it's a good thing to know, an adaptogen doesn't stimulate and doesn't suppress anything. That's why the name is adaptogen, because they help you to be balanced. If you have for example, blood sugar issues, and you have the blood sugar up, if you take some maitake is a mushroom, very good study for a lot of things, but the maitake helps your body or your blood sugar to become in a normal way. I mean, it's not a metformin or something that you are going to put your sugar down. You are going to put your sugar in the level that you need it. If you have a low sugar issues and you are feeling bad every single day because of your blood sugar issues, then the maitake is going to make your sugar to be equilibrated again. And so on with every single issue that we have in health. Adaptogens help you. They don't push the body to be healed. They push the body to be adapted better. I mean, it's a good way also to understand. Adaptogen doesn't magic pill. They are not a magic pill. They have some chemical inside that prevent us for shorten or longer stress of life. So maybe that is also a good idea to tell. They provide information to the body, and that's a good thing also. They have. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was going to say we have some questions. Finish your thoughts. Sorry.
Okay. And then they're going to help us to have better information in our system, to be more, to have more efficient system, intelligent system, also better organization inside. They are going to help your organs to work together with the whole system. Remember, we are cells. Remember, we are organs, we are systems, and we work all together, and one system is connected with another one. So that's why you cannot be the body or the human body just by parts. You have to be the whole context. That's why when we were talking about the gut, we cannot see just the gut to be harmed, because the gut gets harmed because a lot of things in the body happens, and that's a good way to see the body. So maybe if you have some questions, I can answer. I'll try to answer in Spanish or English, because we have a lot of people here that help us. So let's do it.
First, Susie, thank you so much for your super chats. Love this tribe. We love you, Susie.
Susie has so much energy.
She beats DrKiltz and the energy. Yeah. How often, Catherine's asking, how often should we do blood work? Once or twice a year? I want everyone's answer. DrKiltz.
No, Anna.
No, DrKiltz first.
The thing is, we know DrKiltz's answer. That's why.
We are not. It's gonna be better. Go, DrKiltz.
How often should we do blood work? There's no scientific answer that has actually been confirmed in a scientific manner. Blood work may be much for entertainment and less for our health and wellness. Although for so many people that are mostly on a standard diet and lifestyle, and they don't know that their liver is damaged, get it now. And I think that's, one of the important things. But how often? Well, it depends on, what you're monitoring. You're monitoring a bad liver enzymes, or insulin resistance, by the way, is a measure of liver function. Mm-hmm. So I think, these are things that, once you get it, every every 3 to 6 months, if you're doing it once a year. But I don't know, every time I get a cholesterol, it's high and the doctor tells me I should be on a statin, then momentarily I'm worried. I'm thinking, well, maybe I'm missing something. And it causes more stress than anything. So
I do check my blood sugar with continuous glucose monitors. But the last time I had actually blood work, it was almost 2.5 years ago.
Yeah,
also, maybe 1 year and 1.5 years also. I don't do blood work so much often either. But as a Dr. Kiltz says, it depends of patients, because some patients it has to be monitored more often. So it depends of the issue or the sickness
And
we're trying.
But
some people who are on anticoagulants have to check that every week or every month if they're taking anticoagulants. So circumstances do matter.
But it's interesting how when you go carnivore and you do fasting, your body excretes and the toxins that cause all the diseases, heal the liver. I mean, essentially, the fat on your body is actually the pharmacy and the fix-it shop for every cell of your body. And we may not need any of this by simply fasting. And that may be as simple as that.
I will add something here. When you eat carnivore, when you fasting, and when you have adaptogens in your life, because I'm gonna tell you something. No, that's good. That's true. I believe. And when you do these 3 things, you are more resilient. Remember, as we talk about something. We are not talking about to have more energy in the body, just more energy in the body. We are talking about to be much better recovery helpers, or I don't know how we try to say that, but we have to recover better. If you do fasting, if you eat good, if you take seriously some adaptogens, you are going to have more resilience in your body. You're going to get sick very rare. I like 2 weeks ago, I don't remember when was the last time I have a medication. I don't remember when were the last time I get sick. 2 weeks ago, I have some throat issues, and I fast and I eat more conscious my carnivore diet, and I have my adaptogens, and that's it. Next day, I was perfect. I didn't have even to take some paracetamol or ibuprofen or nothing. So this, what he's saying, Dr. Kiltz, is true. If you eat good, if you sleep, if you do fasting, you are gonna be healthy. If you pray, of course. I want to talk about that issue because Dr. Kiltz, remember I told you that I am in a study a lot about that. And I can tell you guys, everybody, if you are disconnected, is one of my topics of my conferences. It's a big topic of my conferences. The disconnected we have today in our days from God. If we are disconnected of that, we're going to be disconnected of everything, because one human being that is not connected with the force, with the principal source of healing, we are not going to have the ability to be healing in every single way. So that topic is very interesting, Dr. Hill, and I love it.
As you think, so shall it be. I just wrote, I love you all, and YouTube rejected my comment. It means they think it's spam.
Wow.
And then I wrote, there's a couple other points here, Alia. I wrote, are vitamins and adaptogens simply a supplement that may enhance our lives? It rejected that.
Weird. That's strange.
So I don't know. I got to be careful.
No, the comment is there, Dr. Kiltz.
Yeah, but then under something, it's weird. Under Kiltz Mighty Tribe and DoctorNelson, it was rejected. Weird. I don't know. That's what it says here. But prayer and prayer, meditation, thinking, and tell me a little bit about how just showing up at your seminars and connecting with people live online, does that have a positive effect on our brains and our body and our molecular structure?
Impress. And I can tell you something, guys. I have a lot of patients with a lot of type of sickness, a lot. I can even tell you which kind of sickness I have. But when I try with them, I start trying like by steps their health. I start to helping them to learn how to eat, and then how to fast, and then how to sleep, and everything that we know. But when I go to the spirituality part, that's when they make the hit. Let me tell you something. I had a patient that has breast cancer. She was in a lot of pain, with her breast. She has a very bad herida. Dr. Nelson, herida, how do you say
Hurt?
it?
Wound.
Okay,
Well,
worm. Well, she
Yeah,
was
one or
okay, perfect. She was suffering a lot with that issue. When I start talking with her about spirituality, about God, about that she has to forgive some things that the past and everything, we start making prayers together. We were online. We start making a prayer. We start telling God to help us to understand what happened in her body, that she couldn't live away that sick. Well, then we start doing this for like maybe 30, 40 minutes. She start forgiving a lot of things. One of the things she start forgiving, believe this, is great. We ask, please, well, we don't say please, but we make a prayer before. And then we ask to show something that is very bad for us in our heart. Well, she start forgiving a lot of people. She forgives her mother. She forgives a teacher at when she was like in third year of school, that a teacher that makes her feel very bad and makes her heart and brain makes something very bad in her body. Well, she start forgiving everything. We start asking for God's help to help her to be healing, and to, I don't want to make this longer. After that, we stop the prayer, and I'm not gonna be lying to you. Maybe 2 or 3 days later, she called me and she told me, I don't have any pain. I don't even take the medication of pain since I talked to you, since we prayed together. We didn't take the medication. And now she is still healing, and she doesn't have anymore the herida, the worm. She doesn't have it anymore. She start like healing that,
healing.
just
Yeah.
to be connected with God again, and to forgive some little things. Impress. I have a lot of another patient that has a lot of big pain here in the neck, but big pain. We were trying everything: adaptogens, food, exercise, physiology, everything. We start talking, we start praying together. And when we pray together, she forgives a person who makes bad to her sexually when she was young. So she had that pain and she couldn't forgive him. So we try very hard. We ask God to help us to forgive, and we try very hard in the prayer. So at the end, she had the opportunity to say it. She say, I forgive this person because they da. And I can tell you, when we do that, and when she say that, the dolor, the pain goes away. And from now, she never mentioned the pain again. And she wrote me every single day because of the pain of the neck. So imagine the power that we have if we connect again with the real source. And what God wants from us, He doesn't want us to be happy. He wants us to be healthy. He wants us to be aware of everything good things in life he gives us to us. But when we don't make realize that, and when we don't forgive, when we stay away from him, when we try to resolve our issues by ourselves, is very difficult. And from these stories, I have millions of these stories. So I can tell you that I can touch when God starts being again in our lives change everything. So this is the first thing I tell my patients. You have to take care about your spirituality, then your body, your physical body, and of course your mind. If you don't try these things together, you are never going to become healthier by through. So we
Yeah.
want healthier people for a long time. We don't want healthier people just for 1 minute that takes a pill or takes an adaptogens or eat good and feels for one day better. We want people to get healthier for a long period of time. And the only way to be healthier for a long time is this, to be in
And
shape.
they already are healthy and healed.
They have
There's
to
no,
be
Practice the practice of gratitude and forgiving are healing.
exactly. That's it. That's it. So this theme for me is very important. Actually, in this year 2026, I want to try to make like a part of my consults that is not nutritionist. I want to be like a little bit more involved in these themes for with my patients. Of course, this has to be like a free time for me to give them. So that's why I'm trying. Please, of course, I beg you to pray for me to have the time to do it because I really want to help people in this part. But I need to leave a little bit, maybe the nutritionist part to be in this part also because this part has to be my time that I give it to them. I'm not gonna ask for money for that. I want to help people in this way. So in my clinic, we have a lot of nutritionists and doctors that work together with me, and they are going to help me to do this part of the nutritionist adaptogens and everything that I showed them already, so I can have the time to do these things with people. I really want people to meet with God again. So this is one of my goals in this year 2026, because I saw a lot of healing in the past with the patients, and I know we need it. We all need it. And sometimes we don't even know the path, and that's it. We have to show again just a little path to become, as a Dr. Nelson says, to be the possibility to forgive everybody, to be grateful every day. And this is great. I mean, this is a great topic for me, and I believe is the first thing we need to be aware of.
Let's take some questions, Alia.
We got a couple more minutes here. Let's see. My dad has high blood pressure and his doctor said avoid red meat completely and avoid salt completely. I talked about the carnivore diet and he said he doesn't know who to believe. How can I help?
Peter, Rick, Mitch, the infinite people that have healed on carnivore. The doctor advice has gotten us healthier or sicker.
Correct. Come to have him come to
Anna, do you have any comments?
Yes, I could say to this to Ava that you have to try. I tell my patients, just try to do the things correct and start making your blood pressure. I mean, measure your blood pressure, and you are gonna see the results maybe in a week. So don't think or don't believe everything. Doctors, please don't make this bad for you. But we cannot believe everything what doctor says. We have to be aware of ourselves. So start eating good, and the blood pressure is gonna get down. I made that for sure because I saw it in the patients. So please don't avoid food that has nutrient, because then you're going to be deficient and then you're going to have more sick, more health problems if you get aware of that. So, I mean, it's not going to happen that.
Blood pressure goes away on a carnivore diet. Most people, not
Okay.
100%. By the way, we're doctors, Dr. Kiltz and I, and we're not your doctor. You're not our patient, but
we're healthy care providers.
Exactly.
Healthy care providers. That's KMT in the coaching course, which is really about giving us all the power.
It's been more than 2 years now that since I took blood pressure medication.
Exactly.
And I was taking very large amounts. How did I do that? I went carnivore and my blood pressure kept dropping. Last week, I wasn't feeling, I had a little cold and my blood pressure was 122/71. No medications. Well, my medicine usually comes in tones of red meat.
Yes, and you can help you with a formula of the adaptogens that's named Circle Heal, that has all the combination of adaptogens that helps your heart. So if you go Adaptoheal, Circle Heal is the one that helps your heart, and it's going to be good for you. And believe me, you're going to be good with a carnivore diet, with fasting, and maybe if you try this, you're going to be better.
Next.
Our next question. Let's see here. Brian Sullivan, I've been carnivore for 2.5 years. Recently have been in fight or flight mode due to work stress. Sleep is not good. Any advice?
I love my work. I love my life.
Yes.
I love my work. I love my life. It is so beautiful.
Do that and pray, and it's going to be better. And also, that's what I'm telling you, Dr. Kiltz. Everybody can do very good one thing, but don't feel great in another one. So that's why we have to work everything together, and all the puzzle things, they have to match. So pray more, be more aware of the nature. Also go out and step on the floor, take more sunlight, and that is going to help you a lot. Yes, the foot on the step on the floor, that is going to help you a lot with the stress, with the anxiety. It's going to help you to sleep better. And go up in the morning, and when you get up, start seeing the sky like for 10 minutes. That is going to help you to be more rested at night. So it's going to help a lot. And adaptogens will help you a lot. The formula for this calls energy.
Read and listen to The Alchemist, Think and Grow Rich, The Power of Positive Thinking,
Yes.
Neville Goddard, Kiltz Health podcast, and Rick and Papa and George and Martin, Anna and Nelson and all our brothers and sisters. I think this is so radical, because social media, Alia in Colombia, Dr. Nelson in Florida, Kiltz in Arizona, and Anna in Mexico, we're the same around the globe. And there's so much yik-yak of negativity. We are bringing up the positive in our conversations every single day. That's what I love.
Annie, where can people find you? What's your favorite platform?
I think the one that I answer more is the Instagram for now.
All right. So this is your Instagram here.
Yes, you can leave me a message there, and then they help you to reach me or reach my team. And we are very happy to help you every single day. And I try to do a lot of work also in Instagram to help you to understand how life is better if you do step-by-step little things every day.
Join KMT, it's for free, and become a life coach. And essentially, last I looked, everyone should be their own doctors. And take some adaptogens.
Try it. It's gonna be good for you.
Oh my God.
Do it.
Hold on. Okay. M. Butler, 4262. Congratulations. You're the winner. Please email me, alia@drkiltz.com, and we will
Have a great day.
Thank
Bye,
you, guys.
everybody.
I love everyone.